Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, we're going to take a look at the Warning's brand new music video for Ego. Ego is pronounced ego in Spanish. I'm sure a lot of people have caught on to that already, but thought it was worth mentioning. So a lot of people are saying Latin Grammy for this song. They want to see it on the ballot. They want to see it win. And why not? I know that this is another one that Monica, their mother, actually contributed some lyrics for. So, of course, we haven't seen the video yet. As we record this, it just dropped an hour and a half ago. So we're going to take a look at it, and it's going up later today. So you'll be seeing this the same day we did it. Adrian, any thoughts ahead on the song before we take a look at the video?
Yeah, I'm just psyched to see this, to see Ego.
It's very different from anything the band has done before. All right, well, let's go ahead and check out the video, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
All righty.
Mi intención jamás será la de ofender. Es algo que nunca logras entender. No puedo cambiar lo que decides ver. Ya lo intenté, ya me cansé. Piensas que me importa pero ni te oí. A mí no me sobra tiempo como a ti. Es que aquí seguimos pero yo me fui. Ya te leí, te dejo ahí. Diles cómo, todo, todo. Mientras hablas, tú me pagas. No me digan que yo no puedo. Siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que he ganado. No es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo. Un ataque directo. Si me odias a mí, yo no quiero vivir así. Yo ya te advertí. Yo no quiero vivir así. Si te digo y no me escuchas, mi voz se pierde en la lucha. Al final de cuentas que la culpa es sobre ti. Yo te advertí, yo te advertí. Abro puertas que tú cierras. Lloro, solo cobro. No me digan que yo no puedo. Siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que he ganado. No es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo. Un ataque directo. Piensen lo que ustedes quieran. Espero que les pueda. No me digan que yo no puedo. Siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la pienso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que he ganado. No es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo. Un ataque directo.
Wow. All right. So we have a very defiant track here. And, well, I've got tons of ideas, Adrian, but do you want to start?
The way the video begins with breathing and high heels and a sword.
Looked like a samurai sword. Yeah. It looked like a samurai sword, which suggests battle. So, but she's dropping the sword. What do you figure that means? Is she saying, okay, I am a warrior, but here we are. We have to get in front of the cameras. This is important, for what we're doing, but it's going to be ugly, but I'm going to drop pretense of doing battle with them. And then later on, they've got the dogs out there with them. I think
So she doesn't need the sword.
I think it's Pow in both cases, but it probably actually doesn't really matter which sister it is. So we start the video. Everybody's got on sunglasses. Those glasses come off after that bridge in the middle of the song before the final chorus. And so at that point, they're all back to back to back, reminding me of circling the wagons back in the old days, in the Old West, so that you can protect yourself from the outside threat. So I think that was very much a part of this. We had the lyrics on, and I'm going to try to include them. It's very, very defiant. It's like, we're getting a lot of crap, basically, and we don't have to put up with it, and we're not going to. You give it all to us, we will be here defending each other, essentially not being broken. So I liked the dogs. I was trying to work out exactly how they fit in. Obviously, they are there for protection, it feels like to me, especially with Danny flanked by the two dogs. I think those were bulldogs, by the way. There may be extra symbolism there, because bulldogs generally are regarded as, don't mess with me. What else?
They all looked really angry in this video.
Yeah. Well, they're being told things, like, you didn't earn this. This, you're not real. You got this handed to you. Those sorts of things. A lot of the same type of stuff that we heard in Narcisista, but updated, because, of course, there's a lot more people now with their eyes on them. They have more critics these days, I'm sure. I think there are still some that say, oh, they got all this handed to them. They were lucky. They come from the upper crust. This was all just part of a plan that was put together, and there they are, and they didn't earn it at all. And, of course, all the fans know that nothing could be further from the truth, that they've put up an incredible effort over the many, many years, almost their entire lives, really, to make themselves better in music, in doing tasks that are associated with music, such as songwriting, rehearsal, arrangement, learning to produce, having creative ideas that continue to flow, which is very difficult, and all the rest that comes with it. And then people saying, now, wait a minute, why are you focusing on these sisters? I have a band too. Why are you focusing on them? They got it handed to them. It does feel like a lot of silliness.
Yeah, if they were spoiled like some people say they were, they would have dropped their instruments a long time ago and walked off and done something else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It was particularly hard when they were all still girls. They're still very, very young, and they're playing these gigs, opening for Def Leppard in 2017. We've got 17, 15, and 12 for the ages of the band at that point when they're in an arena. You don't get there unless you're good. You don't especially get asked back to do more opening gigs by the same bands if you're not really good. That's what happened with Def Leppard. I think they were supposed to do just one gig there in Monterrey, and then the band saw them and they're like, oh. And this was after they initially said, what are these three girls going to do? And now I don't know that they had a combative attitude or anything like that. That's just me, But clearly they were won over, and that already is 9 years ago, okay? That's 9 years ago that they're opening for Def Leppard and impressing them enough to have them open on the next gig in Mexico. I think that speaks for itself, and so anybody that says, oh, they're just privileged or they didn't earn their position here doesn't understand their history or doesn't want to understand their history. I think they feel that. I think that's why we get a song like this on this album. Meanwhile, the song absolutely kicks. It's amazing. It's an incredible song. And I think it could win a Latin Grammy, honestly. It's very catchy. It's got attitude. You can play it over and over and over again, and it doesn't really get annoying. You can keep it. You don't get sick of it. So, yeah. I think the song is a triumph. I think the video is pretty incredible. I think it pretty much shows us what the lyrics are trying to tell us. And it's pretty dramatic, just having it in black and white like that, too. And also to have no eyes. And when you do have eyes, you notice also they kind of lit up. Like they were a little beyond human almost in a way. Like we've got the fire in us. We've transcended. You're in trouble now. It's kind of the vibe there.
It was great to see the video for the first time. And as always, whenever they play it live, of course, I'm listening and having a blast.
Yeah. it's a good track for all kinds of reasons. And the video is really interesting to watch. I'm almost tempted to watch it again, but I think I'll watch it again, but on my own time. Any closing thoughts, Adrian?
Well, just, great song. And, I'm glad to have seen the video for it. Gives us the idea what the story is. I'm guessing those were when they were like circling the wagons or whatever. They're like back to back to back. I'm guessing they were surrounded by paparazzi or kind of
paparazzi and perhaps also critics. Yeah, I sense that probably the paparazzi count has exploded in recent years for this band because they keep rising. And they're also, they're kind of a perfect study. This band has so much going for it. The fact that they're all sisters, they're all very photogenic, so they're good for capturing attention. So every media source out there is looking for something like that, just to grab people for a moment. And then they also deliver the goods, but some people don't necessarily like that, etc. I also want to note that Danny was using the guitar that Lizzie Hale gave her in the video anyway. I don't know if it was used for recording, but it was there in the video, and I thought that was a nice touch, having the Explorer in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? If you have any other observations you want to share below, by all means, leave them there for us. If you have any thoughts on what we're talking about, tell us about those too. If you have other suggestions, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.